I've just cloned KLAI using Lovable and ANdyNoCode. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works and how you can set up your own version in just a few minutes. Now, if you haven't heard, KLAI is exploding right now. Launched just in May 2024, it's already pulled in over 5 million downloads in only 8 months. It's ranked number 6 in health and fitness on the App Store, has a 4.8 star rating with over 95,000 reviews, and is estimated to generate around $30 million in annual recurring revenue. It was just a small project. It was founded by Zach and Henry, who are both just 18 years old and still in high school. And in this tutorial, I'm not saying we should just copy the app. The real goal here is to show you how easy it is today to build your own dream product with the right tools and a little creativity, and start to make money with it. Even if you don't plan to build your own app, you can still become a freelancer by helping others bring their prototypes to life. Here's the idea of this cloned app. Instead of manually logging meals and scanning barcodes, I've created an automation using Lovable and ANdyNoCode that helps to track your food calories by just taking a photo. So first of all, you need to snap a photo of your meal. The system estimates calories and macros and automatically logs it, no extra work needed. And the best part, no coding at all. Just pure drag and drop, connect in ANdyNoCode, some simple promptings and simple API connection through Lovable and ANdyNoCode. So if you're new to Lovable or ANdyNoCode, or you are thinking about building your own products or tools or AI agent system, this is the perfect place to start. If you're new here, my name is Andy. I post tutorials every single week helping you turn no-code tools into real and profitable AI agent system. I've uploaded the full ANdyNoCode workflow and Lovable prompts connection setup guides in our community. We provide tech support and we'll make sure to solve 100% of tech issues. So if you want to grab it and start building it today, you can find the link below. Alright, so let's dive into this KLAI prototype and I'll walk you through how everything connects behind the scenes. Alright, so let's do a quick demo now. So we can click get started. This is the long-term result comparison. We can click continue, select the height. Then we can select the weight, continue like 0 to 2 times per week, lose weight, male, let's assume this is my birthday. Alright, so we have the daily recommendation here. So this is the amount of calories I should intake per day, and I should lose 0.5 kg by May 6th. This is the debug information. So we can click get started. Great, so we have the UI here. So different days. Okay, today's 29th of April. So we have the calories consumed, protein, carbs, fats consumed here. And so no meals logged yet. Alright, so we can click this camera icon and take a photo. So, okay, capture. Processing. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's a medium-sized apple, approximately 200 grams. Great, so 95 calories. It's quite accurate actually. We can return to dashboard. We can see this is the record, amount of protein, amount of carbs, fats, and this is my log. And I'm going to share with you all how we can build this prototype with Lovable and ANdyNoCode. So for this tutorial, I'll talk about Lovable first, then I'll talk about ANdyNoCode. So Lovable is like a tool help you to build a prototype, and they have so many different projects from the community as well. And they raised 50 million seed funding back in February 2025, and they have grown to 30,000 paid customers in just 3 months after they launch, and 17 million in ARR, annual recurring revenue. And so I would love to see what you guys can build out of it as well. And in this case, I'm going to share with you what we built based on this app. So we try to clone an app like KLAI, which is a calorie tracking app. So this is the prompt that I use, and I'll try to share with you how we structure this prompt. And if you want to get all the prompts for this prototype that we built, and there are multiple steps, in total 11 steps, and you can get it in our community. But of course, here's a remark. The same prompt may produce different outputs. So we need to know how we actually try to solve like some errors and try to prompt this AI, Lovable AI, to give us some desired output. So that is the way that I would like to share with you guys how we can interact and get the desired output. All right, so first of all, we just pasted this screenshot. It is one of the screenshots provided by Kelly. So we just try to provide the reference. It's very important for us to provide a good reference so that we can let Lovable know what kind of interface that we would like it to develop or build for us. Then we need to provide a title, like build an onboarding flow for a calorie tracking app like Kelly. This is a description. Create a mobile app onboarding flow for a calorie tracking app. The flow should collect user information and generate a personalized daily calorie and macronutrient recommendation. Use a minimal modern interface similar to Kelly based on the provided screenshots. The app's purpose is to generate a customized daily plan for users to lose, maintain, or gain weight. So this is the background. And also, this is a mobile app and should be fixed for mobile screen size. All right, so when we actually try to click this and then try to do this, so we can actually shrink it to a mobile size. All right, then use white background and black text as the main color, and these are some general UI rules. So radio buttons fully clickable. I'm going to share with you later. So how we can actually use those buttons, and this is the font that we use. So we even provided the reference prompt. Of course, you can also do the same by providing another prompt. Okay, so we try to use this shared CNUI. It's a very popular open source UI library. This one, the component library. So it's all open source, open code. And we asked Lovable to use this and yellow as the main color. All right. Then we are trying to build a welcome screen for a calorie tracking app. So we're going to use this image. When we just open this link, you will see this is the image. We try to find it from unsplash.com, and we can see this is the image that we used. All right. At the main headline, calorie tracking made easy. Then scan your food to get your custom plan, which is this part. And a large call to action button, get started. Do not include sign in button. This is the first screen and no back button is needed. Great. So when you click preview again, we will see this. This is the design for the welcome page. Then next, we can see it is dropped to the bottom, and we don't want this. So we need to ask Lovable to move it to the middle part. Then we can see preview. So you can see it is moved upwards to the middle already. Then in the middle image should be full width square size with round corner and little margin. Then we can click preview. So you can see the difference. Okay, it's very easy, just natural language trying to communicate like just like communicate with a designer. Then what's next? After we have done the first page, we are going to do the second page. Now connect page 1 to page 2. Page 2 is about the value proposition. Title, Kelly AI creates a long-term result, include a comparison line graph, so x-axis from. So this is the image that we tried to clone. We took reference from this as well. So we just tell this Lovable what to include in this chart and this screen, and add the caption, and then add a button, add a back button. All right, so we try to describe all the components that we can see from the apps. All right, so in our creation history, we got an error here. So we just tried to ask Lovable to solve it automatically. So for the prompt present, I got the error below. Please think step by step in order to resolve it. It will solve it automatically. Okay, so after it's solved, then so we can see what it has done here. All right, then we can click preview, get started. So this is the second page. You can see 6 months in total, traditional diet. And this is the Kelly AI. So we can see the weight is lowered. And this is the caption we had. We can click this back button. Perfect. Then the third page. Now connect page 2 to page 3. This is the title. Page 3, height and weight. And subtitle. This will be used to calibrate your custom plan. So we have input for height for cm, your height, and weight kilogram, and use native drop down for inputs. The input should be large so that user can click it easily and put it in the same row. Add a button, continue, add a back button to return to page 2. Okay, remember to save user input height, weight to local storage. This data will be used in the calculator on the final page. Okay, then we can click this preview, get started, continue. So we can see this is a drop-down menu, and then we can input a weight, for example. Okay, we can click back. It's working. Then we can go to the next step, which is to connect page 3 to page 4. Page 4 is about the workout frequency. How many workouts do you do per week? And subtitle is this will be used to calibrate your custom plan. And there are 3 selectable options. All right. Again, just add a button. Okay. And for this, use button as the selection option. It should be great background. When you hover it, it will become lighter, and it has been selected. It should have a black border. All right. So we can click preview. Again, we can go through the steps quickly first. All right, so we can actually click this. Okay, great. Then we can go to the next step. Let's try to close this first. You don't need to click it one by one when you try to build it, because it will be shown in real time on the right hand side. It's just that I'm trying to show you the history, so I just need to click the preview one by one to show you guys what we have done and how we try to solve the issues. Then for page 5, goal selection. What's your goal? This helps us generate a plan for your calorie intake. Show 3 selectable options again, just similar to the previous page. Add a continue button. This is a remark, save user input, goal selection. This will adjust the TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, in the calculator. Then we can click review. All right. We can quickly go through it because we're just testing. All right. Okay, so similar to the previous page. Then connect page 5 to page 6 is for gender selection. It's basically similar, so we can try to go to 7 as well. And birth date, we're just trying to select from the drop-down menu for the birth date. So we can actually take a look at this reference. Okay, so basically we can just share the screenshots from our reference for each page. All right, it'll be very efficient for us to create the pages accordingly. All right, for page 8, so we can see there are more details here. So we can actually paste this. This is a reference from CalAI. So we can actually say now connect page 7 to page 8. This is a description of this page 8. We have a custom plan page. This is the main section, subtitle, and then calories, what's the icon, and then what are we going to show? Circular progress ring. So this is the circular progress ring, this one. All right. So same for carbs, protein, fats. For the bottom selection, a big call to action button. So let's get started. And so for the above number, please create a function as follow to create the exact number. So it's very important because we need to have the numbers right? Otherwise, there's no point using this app. And this will be used to calculate user age for the BMR formula. This is the logic, all right, calculation formula. So it'll be different for male and female. Activity factor as well. So we need to consider everything, and goal adjustment, macronutrition breakdown, everything. And then we're trying to return to display this. All right. Okay, so we can click preview. Okay, show everything, continue. Okay. All right, and we are trying to show a debug log text on all the calculation details at the bottom because we would like to make sure that we can know this app is actually calculating in the right formula, in the right sense, because we try to make the numbers right. All right, and actually all user input is already in kg or cm, so we don't need to change it. So these are the prompts that how we interacted with Lovable. It's not always this case, so maybe they have done it correctly in the first shot. It's just that in our case, we need to try to prompt it to a right direction. So in your case, maybe you don't need to do that, but when we see something's wrong, we just tell the Lovable and tell it to try to correct it. All right. And then we still found some issues in the calculation. So we try to repeat the logic, calculation, formula, TDEE calculation again. So we try to restate everything again. Okay, so updated the calculation logic. And then we have this UI, reference from CalAI as well. And then after the user confirms the calculation, and then we can click Get Started. So we can actually click Preview for the previous step. Everything should be the same, just test it. Test it like this. Okay, so we can see these are the information. These are the data and the numbers input, calculated value. All right, then we can click Get Started. So after Get Started, we are going to be directed to this page. Of course, this is the page that is designed by CalAI. We just try to reference it and try to develop our own cloned version. So this is the prompt that we're going to use after the user confirms the calculation, and the Let's Get Started button lands on the home screen, which is this one. Also, the app should store a state logged in, so when the user returns to this app, it will go to the dashboard directly. The screen displays the user daily nutrition progress, macro goals, recent logs, and provides streamlined access to logging new entries. Again, we need to provide the visual layout guidelines. The background UI components, again, we use shared CN UI components with no border. Cards, we should all have the small one, drop shadow and rounded corners. Typography, all macro text must be left aligned. Use black text, bold for quantity, and semi-bold for labels. Section 1, top bars and logo. Section 2, daily summary. And we try to describe in as detailed as possible for the UI for the screen design that we want. And then macro cards. Section 3, which is recently logged, which is the record for the meals that we took photo. Section 4, floating action button, which is the button for us to click the camera and try to use our camera to take a photo. Then, when we try to click Let's Get Started, it doesn't go to the home page. All right. So also, I filled in all information. I should go to homepage directly. So this was the error that I encountered. So we try to prompt Lovable and try to solve it, and we show the reference again. On the homepage, remove the bottom navigation bar, so check the attached style reference. The background should be white with a slight gradient shadow. All the charts should be like a donut chart, which is like this, with a related logo in the middle. Each chart should use a different color. All right, and again, we try to modify it. All the charts should be a donut chart with a related logo in the middle. Each chart should use a different color. It should have a related logo in the middle. Please reference to page 8. All right. Okay, and this is some back and forth that we try to improve some details part, like removing background or border for the top bar. All right. For recent log, you should put it row by row. It's referring to the history. Okay. The floating action button doesn't work. Okay. Trying to solve it. Trying to solve the error again. Lovable will try to solve it automatically. Okay, let's click this preview and see. All right, so we can see this is the total calories, and then how much protein we should consume, carbs, fat. Okay, these are the logs, like coffee, breakfast bowl, grocery basket, and these are in different dates. All right, so this is the UI design for the homepage. So we have designed the interface for the welcome and onboarding page and also the home screen. Then we are going to make it work by trying to link it with our back end using AndyNoCode. So this is the post request that we have. So, and this is the webhook. And how are we going to create this webhook? We can go to AndyNoCode, and then we can click webhook here. Okay, we can click production URL, try to copy this, and this is the URL. All right. First of all, we are going to use post as the HTTP method. This is the path. You can just put it in the way that you want, and none as the authentication using response to webhook node. This one. All right. Then we are going to add another OpenAI node. It's for analyzing the image for the food, of course. And for OpenAI account, just connect it with your own API key. You don't need to change this URL. And use image as a resource, analyze image as the operation. We use ChatGPT 4.0 latest as the model. For the prompt, we click expression, identify the food in the image and estimate its nutritional information based on typical serving sizes. Provide the following for the whole item: food name, estimated calories, estimated macronutrients, like gram of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Be realistic, assuming normal serving size, and if certain, clearly state your assumption. Alright, then we input, which is the binary file, because we're trying to analyze the image, and input data field name, we put image, just enable simplified output. Then for the next node, we are going to add this node called AI agent, and we add the OpenAI chat model. Again, you can add different chat model, but this time we are going to use the OpenAI chat one. Connect with the OpenAI account, we choose GPT-4 Mini, and we are trying to add a tool called Think. It is a new tool, so we invite the AI agents to do some thinking. I will show you the log, how it actually thinks. Okay, so we just add a simple description. Use this tool to think about something. It will not obtain new information or change the database, but just append the thought to the log. Use it when complex reasoning or some cache memory is needed. All right. Last but not least, we are going to input an output parser. So how we are able to see this, we need to enable this. Require specific output format. Then we can have this. So this is the output in JSON format that we want. Description, health suggestion, calories, carbs, protein, fats. So these are all integer and these are all text. So we can see health description, suggestions, health suggestion, calories, carb, protein, fats. This will be the response that we are going to send from here to Lovable. All right, so that for the interface, it will be shown accordingly for this data. All right. So we are going to use this AI agent as a brain, as a processor, as a backend to process everything from the image, from the calculation, and then output back to Lovable for this front-end interface to show the numbers and images accordingly. And then let's see how we set up this AI agent well. First, source for prompts, we have defined below. Click expression. Please parse the following content to JSON. For new user of NN, you will see JSON. It is referring to the previous node. Okay, and I'm going to show you the execution history in a bit. And we just try to add also. Please also add the health suggestion. Okay, and then last but not least, we are going to add respond to Webhook. Return data for Webhook. Okay, so all incoming items. Okay, so let me show you the execution. Still remember the demo that I just did for the apple? So you can actually see food. Let me show you the image. This is the image. All right. This is an apple. So we can, after the analysis done by OpenAI, we can see this is the content, food name apple, estimated calories. All right. Then we are going to process through this AI agent. You can see the log here. Okay. So let me try to move this. Okay, so for new beginners here, on the left hand side is the input. We can see there are two nodes because there are two nodes in front of this AI agent, before this AI agent, which is the webhook, and also the OpenAI node for image analysis. So, and then for the right hand side, it is output. And for the middle part, it is for the configuration for this AI agent. When we click this, we'll see JSON content is referring to this. So when we try to set this up, we are just trying to drag and drop this part. All right. And for this, it's very simple. It is referring to the content that we got from OpenAI after we analyze the image with the OpenAI image model. Okay. Then next, we can take a look at the log. So we first use this OpenAI chat model. Okay. Let's see the output. No output yet, and then try to think. This is input. The content details nutritional information about a medium-sized apple. The focus is on its calorie content, macronutrient breakdown and provides a suggestion for health benefits. I'll format this information into a JSON object including a health suggestion, which emphasizes the benefits of consuming apples. And this is the output. And think again, try to create a health suggestion. So this is the first thinking step, and this is the second thinking step. All right. And this the chat model. So this is the input. Okay. And then finally we try to output all this. So we have this health suggestion here. Apples are a great source of dietary fiber and are beneficial for heart health. Eating apples regularly can help improve digestion and lower cholesterol levels. And we have all the relevant numbers here. Great. Then we just return everything to Webhook and send it back here. Okay, so we can go back to this Lovable setup. Okay, again, we are going to post this Webhook URL, and we are trying to get this from Webhook production URL and copy it, paste it here, and this is the output sample. After receiving the response, display a result page showing the description and health suggestion. Then store the response in local storage with the current date and update the dashboard statistics. The dashboard should allocate the nutritional information throughout the day and show a daily summary of calories, carbs, protein, and fats. All right. The dashboard top date picker should be clickable, which is this, so that user can go back to previous date to check the history. Also in the recently logged, which is this part, it should show the scanning record properly. Alright, so after we set up the webhook, we are going to add a logout button in the top right hand corner for the home page. And this is the welcome page. We are going to put it in our home page so that we can just log out and just clear all the data out, remove all the storage data. And after logging out, all the local storage data should be removed. If there's no data, it should go back to page 1. This is the page. And then, just trying to adjust it accordingly. And still cannot go to home page. Still no logout button. And let's try to see the final version here. And just one quick tip, this is the desktop version. And then you can click this to turn it into a mobile version. Okay. Then we can actually click this, get started, continue, and try to put it, for example, this. All right, continue, maintain. Okay. Let's put down, okay, data recommendation. These are the input values. All right, get started. All right, so we have everything ready here. So different dates, and after we can click logout, and everything will be restarted again. All right. All right, so let's do the final test here. You can actually click execution first. Okay, then we can click this camera icon, and this is the apple. Let's try to do this again, capture. You can see it's running on end for the image recognition, analyzing the image. Okay, we can see this is a red apple, just similar to the 95 calories that we had. This time it's just 104. We can return to dashboard. You can see it's logged here, and this is the process, and this is the progress, the macros here. Great, and of course it's not a must for us to use AndyNoCode to build our backend. As you can see, we also used we tried to build the logic inside Lovable as well. For example, we had the calculations like this, like the BMR calculation, TDEE. This all done within Lovable, and of course we can also move this calculation to AndyNoCode as well. I just tried to demonstrate you how we can do the logic setup in both Lovable and AndyNoCode as well. Great, so that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and share with me how you are going to use Lovable and AndyNoCode to build some exciting projects. So thank you very much. I will see you in our next video.